So it's kind of small and unrealistic, but what if the souls in the original 5 animatronics were not truly possessed? My theory is, what if the animatronics were vessels and the souls were more like fuel, kind of like remnant, but slightly more powerful, and maybe William didn't even know what was happening. The animatronics in FNaF 1 literally teleport and sometimes move slightly in the map, kind of like Chica for a few moments in the game before returning to her original position or moving entirely. If the souls are more like energy than active possession, that can explain why their movements don't follow normal physical rules. They're not thinking, they're just running on soul energy. This also might explain why Golden Freddy still teleports. He's not fully bound because he wasn't murdered properly like the MCI children. He's more like an unstable manifestation, a raw overflow of soul energy, which is why he can appear and vanish unpredictably, even crashing the game most of the time. In FNaF 2, I like to think the children were processed into proper remnants. This could explain why the behaviors of the animatronics changes between FNaF 1 and FNaF 2. The fuel becomes more refined, and the animatronics behave more consistently because the souls are fully integrated. As many theories have their contradictions, this theory can easily be contradicted by Springtrap, because he clearly possesses the animatronic differently. What if he did it wrong? He couldn't still be alive after 30 years alone in a large room. He would have starved. So maybe he was dead, but he processed his own remnant or soul to sustain himself. It's unethical, but it's possible. This would actually make Springtrap fully conscious, powered by his own soul, rather than just being fuel like the original animatronics. This would also explain why he can plan, talk, and in the later games do the same thing, and act deliberately, use both the engine and the driver. Going back to FNaF 2, what if the toy animatronics weren't possessed at all, and the withered animatronics were only the truly possessed ones? In many ghost sighting videos, spirits and ghosts love to tamper with electronics, appliances, etc. Maybe the souls influenced or tampered with the toy animatronics, and maybe that's why they're not possessed at all. That checks with the fact that the toy animatronics rely heavily on facial recognition systems. The withered animatronics also have these systems, which is why the mask even works on them. It also plays a key role in why they don't attack when the mask is used, even if they see you beforehand. Foxy is interesting here because he's the most broken one. He sees the person, sees the mask being applied, and still attacks. He's fully possessed and aware, which makes him react differently. The other possessed animatronics linger, but they will return, just like the toy animatronics. They're influenced and not possessed, which makes them behave like their normal selves, making them not attack, which truly is them not being actually able to think or act on their own. The withered animatronics don't attack because of the code, which is influencing them to not attack against their own will. This explains a lot of their strange behaviors. FNaF 1 animatronics teleport because their souls are unstable fuel, not conscious. Golden Freddy is unpredictable because he's an incomplete binding. Toy animatronics are malfunctioning but not fully sentient because they're influenced by tampering rather than possession. Withered animatronics and Foxy act more deliberately because their possession is real. Springtrap is a conscious hybrid because he possessed his own remnant while still halfway dying and some alive, which also expands into the later games. FNaF 4 Nightmares. These could represent mental echoes of remnant energy. The nightmares may not be possessed machines at all, but projections of trauma and unbound soul energy filtering through the dreamscape, similar to Golden Freddy's unstable manifestation. This explains why the way they appear and disappear is sometimes physically impossible, and why the bite of 87 may have tied to a physiological reaction rather than pure animatronic intent. Sister location. Anard and the other sister location animatronics could be a combination of processed remnants and intentional engineering. The core field concept carries through here. Baby manipulates the others by channeling her own partially sentient remnant energy, controlling them without full possession. This aligns with the idea that animatronics don't necessarily need a soul to act. They can be influenced through raw energy or programming. FNaF 6. The salvage animatronics represent a spectrum. Some are fuel vessels, some are fully processed, and some are hybrids like Springtrap. Williams' return here can show that he too can interact with remnant energy in a more controlled way, manipulating machines by combining fuel and conscious intent. Now let's regroup what we have so far. Fuel vessels, original 5. Souls act as a raw energy fuel, animatronics are not consciously possessed. Processed remnant host, living animatronics. Fully integrated souls where conscious possession occurs. Influenced machines, the toy animatronics. The machines are influenced by soul energy or tampering, where there's no truly conscious. Self-bound entities like the Springtrap, which is a conscious hybrid where the animatronic is powered by its own remnant and host, which is fully deliberate. Unstable manifestation like Golden Freddy. It's partially bound, with a raw overflow of energy, unpredictable and with reality-breaking powers. Mental echo / nightmare projections. Soul energy projections into dreams, trauma-based appearances, not physical possessions, which also takes place with Night Forest nightmares, or the crying child. Hybrid engine / core manipulators, sister location animatronics, partial remnant integrations controlled via energy channels or specialized design. This is a reminder that this theory is not backing up by any evidence or proof for real, and this is just something I decided to make up on out of nowhere. And after a while, I just put the pieces together and it sounded pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you have any thoughts about this, make sure to comment down below. And that's pretty much it. Goodbye.